Hey guys, well Dan, I just got a real estate question that came across, and basically there's property. Somebody wanted to buy a property, a probate property in this case, from the court, and so there was a little confusion on whether you can go on Zillow and look at that property, or do you have to go to the courthouse to buy that property that was being sold, and so. Can you give us a little guidance about what happens about when the court is selling these probate type of properties?
Yeah, in the standard probate, Chris, the court will appoint a personal representative or an executor over the estate, right? And if that person has full power under the IAEA Act, then the administrator of the estate can actually list and sell the property. They can hire a real estate broker. They can sell it on their own. They put the net proceeds into the trust or the estate account. The court can approve the sale, but basically the administrator could sell the property. But sometimes the court just orders that the property be sold in a court auction. And the court will make that determination if they want the property to be sold. And the sale will occur in the courthouse, in the courtroom. And you'll have a lot of people. The courthouse or the courtroom will be very crowded that day. There's a lot of people sitting in the gallery, and usually the judge will call that case up first. And it could be 7 to 20 people stand up and walk forward to the front of the courtroom. And then the judge, like an auctioneer, will start auctioning the property.
Wow.
You'll say, okay, I think this property, we're going to start bidding today at $700,000. And we're going to move up in increments of 5 or 10,000, whatever he wants to do. Wow. And then he starts like he's selling cattle, and he starts saying, do I have a 700? Okay, I see a 700. Do I have 705?
Wow,
okay, I see 705. And then they'll bid the property, and it'll be sold to the highest bidder, provided they can verify their capacity to buy the property, their ability to buy it. And then the sale will be confirmed right there in the courthouse. So you can't participate online. You can't find it on Zillow. I mean, you might find the house on Zillow, but the house is going to be sold by the judge in his own courtroom that day if it's a sale by the court.
Yeah, and Dan, so I know, like in my own family probate that we gone through, we had the administrator, like you said. We were able to, work with a real estate professional to get it sold. In this case, when it comes to what are some of the things that are involved that the judge may determine that, what variables? Because I would feel like, why don't we hire the agent? They're going to do a good job selling it. So I guess what would go on, maybe some things in a judge's mind or a court to determine that?
Well, there are a lot of reasons why the court might want to manage the sale. Number one, they want it done quickly. So if you hire an agent, you got to list the property, clean it up, have open houses, get a bunch of offers, and then escrow may take 30, 60, 90 days. But if the court needs the money to pay off a child, the IRS, the state of California, a number of other creditors, there could be a lot of reasons why the court might want it sold. Maybe it's upside down and it just needs to be sold immediately. So the court makes that determination. It could be any one of those reasons or other reasons. And if the sale needs to happen quickly, the court can do it in the courthouse and sell it right from the bench.
And Dan, would you say these could be good opportunities in terms of getting a discount, or not necessarily? It really depends on the property.
Yeah, no, actually there are people, real estate investors, that specialize in these probate court sales. And they monitor the sales. If you're looking for a deal, go to the courthouse. Just bring your checkbook, and you'll probably get a good deal, because generally it's not being listed on MLS. It's not being advertised. It's being sold right there inside of 5 minutes. It'll be sold.
Wow.
So there are deals to be had, but you've got to watch for them. They're not all good deals, but if you want to buy a probate property, go to the probate court in person and bring your checkbook and be prepared to bid.
Awesome.
Yeah, there are opportunities there. But so that's the good thing if you're buying real estate. The bad thing is if you didn't have a living trust and now you're in probate court, the only reason you get there is if you didn't have a living trust, right? You're there because there was a will or there was no will, and now the court's in charge of selling the property. So if you want it sold in a better, more relaxing manner, then you would do it through a living trust. But if there is no trust, then it's going to be an opportunity to buy the real estate in an affordable manner for someone.
So I guess in other words, if you had a living trust, you have a little bit more control over the process, and then it's possible that the estate can make more money because they're not selling it at a discount.
Exactly.
In most cases at the courthouse.
Exactly.